Okay, welcome back, guys. So today is for Friday's lesson, language page 156, talking about adverbs. So adjectives are words that describe a noun. Adverbs are words that describe verbs. Okay, easy way to remember the difference is adverbs has the word verb inside of it. So we know we're describing verbs. So this is page 156. So if you're not there, go ahead and get there quickly. And I'll give you a couple seconds. We're going to do some samples, then we're going to do some that are on your page to kind of help you understand here. All right, so my first sentence is, this is a sample sentence, this isn't in your book, so just watch the screen, follow along. Mrs. Lee carefully stepped over the puddle. So the very first thing we need to do is find the verb. So in that sentence, what is our verb? So think to yourself what it is. Okay, and if you were thinking stepped, you were correct. That's the action. Now, some adverbs answer or tell how something is being done. Okay, so the verb is stepped. So how did she step? She carefully stepped. So carefully is our adverb. How did she step? She carefully stepped over the puddle. Let's look at our next example. Laura spoke quietly to Mom. So what is the action? What is happening? You should have thought spoke. What is she doing? She spoke. Okay, now you need to ask yourself, how? How did she speak? She quietly. She spoke quietly. How? Quietly. So we circle the adverb and we draw an arrow back to spoke. Now, if you choose a different word, you can always check this. Okay, say that you, in this first sentence, maybe you chose puddle. Okay, so how did she step? Puddle step? That doesn't make sense. So just ask yourself the question, how, to make sure that you make sense. Okay, now the first one is think A, and they have it done for you, but we're going to walk through it. Number one, Nathan played his violin loudly. So what is the action in the sentence? What is the verb? It's played. Okay, so how did he play? How did he play? He played loudly. So we circle our adverb. Then we're going to draw our arrow back to played. How did he play? He played loudly. Okay, then we have our next one. Let me try to move this up a light. The children copied their homework carefully. So first we find our verb. What is the verb? Think to yourself. Go ahead and mark it on your page because this is number 2. Underline your verb twice. Okay, so you should have underlined twice copied. That's what they're doing in the sentence. They copied their homework. Now I want you to try to circle the adverb. How did they copy their homework? Okay, you should have circled carefully. They carefully copied their homework. Then make sure that you take your arrow, and come back to copied. Okay? Now think B. Now sometimes a lot of adverbs end in ly. And so if a root word ends in y, then you need to change the y to an I and add ly. She happily obeyed Mom. Okay? So in this section, we're going to do number 1 together. They want you to rewrite the word correctly. So we have easy plus ly. So easy ends in a y, so I need to change that y to an I and then add ly. She easily tied her shoes. But if you look at number 2 is soft. It doesn't end with a y, so you can just add the ly. Okay, she walked in the house softly. I don't have to change anything there. I just add the ly. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, guys. Down on Think C, you are writing an adverb to tell how the action might be done. Okay, so run. What's an adverb that you could use for run that would say how you ran? Okay, so you could say, I quickly. You could say slowly. You could say carefully. As long as it makes sense, it's totally fine. A lot of adverbs end in ly. So kind of think of words that end in ly to help you think of some if you get stuck. Okay? All right, guys. Have a good afternoon.